Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. And in today's video, we are diving into an often overlooked but incredibly, valuable aspect of stock investing, subtle but research, right? So you might have seen data sets, you might have seen, people are sharing data on social media. So we will explore how unconventional data sources like GitHub repositories and government data sets can offer a unique insight into a company's or related to the companies and the industries and overall picture, right? Giving you the edge in your investment decisions. Whether you are a seasoned investor or just starting out, understanding how to leverage these resources can definitely add a new dimension to your analysis. And in today's session, we will cover what are the public data source and the government data source. Um, and in public data source, we have two data sources. One is GitHub Awesome Data Sources. Some of you might have heard about it, some might not, but I'm just considering that we are covering it first time. And then the second one under public data source is GitHub Data Meet. And then government data set, we do have gov.in, so data.gov.in. Similarly, we have for different countries as well, UK, US. So it's just like gov.us, gov.uk. You can, and Singapore as well, right? So you can find out the data, government data for respective countries. So we will take some of the examples for the government data source because I will primarily focus on India, and I'll give you some insight about what are the public data sources that you can use to analyze US or other countries as well, right? Or globally. So for India, we will take some of the examples. You can play around once you have the information, and I'll keep the link in the description as well. And play around with this data source, which is freely available. You don't have to pay for anything. It may help you to do some subtle but for your investing journey, and it will definitely be useful. So without wasting much of your time, I have already opened these websites. So let's go back here. So first thing first, let's look at the awesome data source. So this is a GitHub awesome data source. I will mention the URL, so don't worry. You will find out in the description. So when you go to the awesome public data sets, you have a different contents available under the table. So you can find out the data for agriculture, architect, biology, chemistry, climate, weather, complex networks, cybersecurity, earth science, so on. So you have a lot of data available. Primarily, these data are basically focused on US and the global. So if anybody is interested or having investment into a global equities or exposure to the US market, they can definitely use this data source and they can find out some of the information based on the search that they want to do. So this is very useful. The second one is, I believe it's data meet. So GitHub data meet. Yes. So you can do a search here and you can find out a lot of data available for global. I mean, it's including India as well as the other countries as well. So let's click on this. Yeah, so this talks about the electoral information about, but you can put a search, right? You can put a search here and you can find out the data. Now, I will primarily, as I said, I will primarily focus on the government side, considering that most of us are investing in Indian equities, and those who are interested into global equities and would like to do more subtle, but they can use GitHub, awesome data sets, and data meet. But let's say if I'm on data.gov.in and I want to do some sort of subtle but and would like to know about. So you have a different option on top. You have a different catalogs available. You have APIs. So some of the tools that are available in the market use API function as well. So sector, chief data officers, and all these information. You don't have to, break your head too much on these, but the most interesting part is the search field, just like a Google free search field. So let's say you have some query, and we'll take some of the examples. So we'll take solar pump installation, right? So let's go to this and just type solar pump installation data, right? So you get the data, right? State and UT wise. You can click on the link and you have an option to download the data. And let's go back to, let's look at this. I'm just showing the examples and you can play around with it. So you can download the data and you can find out the information as well, right? So you can also find out the installation of off-grid, decentralized, renewable energy system devices as well. Uh, a lot of data, and it has a year and date available for some of them. So this is how you can find out the exact data that you're looking for it. You can play around with your keywords while searching, and then you can get the exact data. Let's say if I want to do another search, let's say financial trends. Okay, let's put it financial trend and see what appears. Yeah, time trends in healthcare, trends in supply in primary commercial energy, trends of telephone subscriber in India, very good data. Trends in infant mortality by residents, trends in Indian petroleum industry at a glance. A lot of information. Yeah. This is how you can play around with the data. Now, let's say I want to do a search on agriculture commodity prices. Yeah, you can find out all these information. Just click on it. It will take you to the new page. Then you can click on the link and the data available. You can play around and work on it. So you also have keyword suggestion over here. You can put the information and get the data. Um, yeah, there are a lot of things available. So play around with the data and you will get more information as well. So EV charging station data. This is the data that I was talking about, and I put it in my X account. You have all this information, right? So you have a blog available, you have visualization chart available, you have the data available, city and highways wise electrical vehicle charging station, right? And out of which how many have been installed. So you have a lot of data available, and this may give you a little edge in terms of when you do a Scuttlebutt or finding out of some certain information. And this is available free of cost. You don't have to pay anything. So for public data, you have awesome public data sets from GitHub, and then you have a data meet. Put your keywords in the search field. And then for government specific data, you can use data.gov.in. And similarly for UK, you can use gov.uk, and Singapore gov.sg, so on, right? So you can participate in this and look at the different data sources, and you get more information as well. So on the home page as well, you have a different sectors available: economy, education, environmental and forest, health and family welfare, information and communication. So there's a lot of options available. For groups, you have a different option available: Jal Jeevan Mission, MSME registration, right? So you can filter it down further to get more information about it. You can also find out a state-wise data as well. You have all data sets available, right? So it is having a lot of data sets as well. So you can play around with that. I'll leave the links in the description, and you can use this for your analytics or Scuttlebutt that you want to do uh, for your investing journey. It will definitely add some value other than the information that is available uh, uh, on different platforms. So with that, I'll keep this video short. Thank you everybody for watching this video, and have a great weekend. And yeah, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.